Once there was a Chassid of the Baal Shem Tov that wanted to go to Israel. Israel is a holy place. A very big contingent of the Chassidim went to Israel. Menachem Mendel of Vitebsk, and they're buried in Tiberia. There's a whole Chassidic burial place in Tiberia, where the Chassidic. Also, there were Chassidim followers of the Vilna, going to Vilna, that also came. Jews to go to Israel. Israel is a holy land. So one of the Chassidim of the Baal Shem Tov wanted to go to Israel. So the Baal Shem Tov tried to discourage him because going to Israel is very important, but doing what God wants outside of Israel is no less important until Mashiach comes, because we have to fix up the world. Any case. So this Chassidim insisted. So the Baal Shem Tov gave him permission. You can go. Oh, he was tremendously happy. So his ship is supposed to leave, and let's say he has to be on the ship, 5 hours before. So early in the morning, he wakes up and he goes to the mikveh before he prays. He goes to the mikveh, and his custom, we go to the mikveh, his custom he would go and briefly would open up his eyes for a second in the mikveh. Maybe he would go to the river, immerse himself in the river. Chassidim would do that. That's called immersion. It's purification. And so he went to the river and he immersed himself in the water and opened up his eyes briefly. And suddenly he saw, usually you see a hazy thing in the water. Suddenly he saw a clear vision of a shoreline. He's like in a boat and he's like approaching this shore. So it's really interesting. So he can't hold his breath any longer. He takes a deep breath and he goes down and he sees the ship is docking on a place, and it's in Israel. He's in Israel. He hears people speaking Israeli Hebrew, and they're speaking Yiddish, and they're speaking Arabic, the Arabs. So he can't believe it. He goes down again, and he's on a wagon. He hears the driver saying, there's Jerusalem in the bed. He can't believe it. And he opens up his eyes, goes up, can't hold his breath any longer. And he goes out of the water and he takes a deeper breath and goes down, and there's the holy temple. He can't believe it. He's walking to the holy temple. He's walking places where it's forbidden to walk, but he's now walking. He's seeing, and he's going in. There's the altar. And he's going, continuing behind the altar, and he's going into the place where the what's called the holy, where the menorah is, and he can't hold his breath any longer. He comes up and he takes a deeper breath, and he goes down and he goes into the place where the holy, and there is the curtain between the holy and the holy of holies, and it parts. He looks inside, and there's the Baal Shem Tov sitting there in the holy of holies. He comes up, he takes a breath, dries himself off, goes back to the Baal Shem Tov and said, I'm staying here. Suddenly he realized that the Holy of Holies is certainly in Jerusalem and the Holy of Holies. But meanwhile, the Holy of Holies is also the Baal Shem Tov. Every Jew basically is the Holy of Holies. But the Baal Shem Tov manifests it. So he said, I'm staying here. And it was sometimes a place wherever you are to make that place holy and to reveal godliness where you are. And that could be the step, the last step necessary to bring the holy temple from heaven, and all the Jews will go back to Israel. For that, we need the Baal Shem Tov.